Greetings and salutations. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Tea Time with Tanya, y'all. Today, now, yesterday was the 12/12 portal. Today is just as big of a portal, y'all. The dates add up to a number 5 day. 12/13/2023 adds up to a 5. A 5 day is about energy, adaptability, change, and independent thought and action. Avoid routine this day. Step out of your comfort zone. Do something you've never done before. Do that exciting thing. Be excited about life today, y'all. Step into it and receive it with arms wide open. Namaste, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Greetings and salutations. Let's start this off with a blessing card for today. Universe Creator. Oh, didn't even get to finish asking everybody. We get the blessed treasure within. Find my glasses. The blessed treasure within. The qualities you admire in others, you also possess. There is a treasure within you. This card is here to help you reconnect with the well of wisdom, creativity, and beauty inside you. It is time to shine your light. Namaste. Let's go ahead and pull an oracle card for today as well, a card to meditate on for today. Universe, Creator, Spirit Guides, please give us an oracle just for the collective, just for us to meditate on this Wednesday, the 13th day of December 2023. We get knowledge, y'all. Number 34. Let me find this card. Oh, golly. That was too easy. We get knowledge. Remain teachable. There is new wisdom available to you at this time. This card can signify getting more information before proceeding. It can also signify that the presence of an important teacher, or perhaps you are the teacher, and it is time to share your knowledge and gifts with the world around you. Drawing this card can also indicate a message from your Akashic records. Seek out more information about the records, or even perhaps learn how to access your own records for more clarity regarding your query. Meditate on this to learn new things or to draw the right teachers into your life. The symbol is the records. Books are forever keepers of secrets and knowledge, documenting fact, fiction, and all between. Namaste, y'all. Learn something every day. Learn something. And if you're the teacher, teach someone something every day. All right? Remember, your life, you, your image may be the only Bible some people read. Make sure you live up to your own expectations of yourself. Namaste, y'all. All right. All right. First question. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is not going to be a very long show, y'all. So please, if you have any questions, private, political, or entertainment questions that you would like asked on Friday's show, on any of my shows, please drop them in the comment section below this or any of my videos, and your question will be asked. All right? I need questions to have a show. So, y'all, whatever is on your heart, whether it's personal, whether it's about entertainment, or whether it is political. If you have a question, or if you need prayer or blessings, if you need energy sent to you from the collective, guys, put it in the comment section below this video, where I am here for you. And whatever I can do to help you is that's what makes me happy. All right, let's go ahead and get into this reading. My first question is from Denny. And Denny wants to know, I don't think I'm going to need the cards to answer this question. Denny wants to know, where did Cain's wife come from? Where did Cain's wife come from? And a lot of people are going to say, oh, Cain's wife was one of his sisters. Well, if Cain's wife was one of his sisters, wouldn't he have already known her? And why were they separated? Why did he wander across the desert away from his family to find what people want to tell you was quote unquote his family? I'm going to tell you this, and this is for entertainment purposes only. But y'all, we are in the age of where critical thinking is necessary. Okay? And understanding that the book that everybody regards as being the whole truth of God was written by man. Period. Full stop. It was written by monks in the Catholic Church. It was not sent down from heaven as a put together book. Men over centuries found manuscripts from all over the world and put them together and then told you it was the word of God. All right? There were people on this planet. There have been people on this planet since there were dinosaurs. Okay? The story of Adam and Eve is just that. It is a story, it is a creation story. Now, it could be true. It could be that some species created Adam and Eve, but there were already other beings here. Okay? Okay? There were already other beings on this planet. So when Cain found his wife after roaming, and he came up not with one woman, he came up with a whole tribe of people, and these people want to tell you that they were his brothers and sisters. No, they weren't. And if they were his brothers and sisters, then why would they take his name, a lost, banished person, and then call themselves the Canaanites? Critical thinking is necessary, y'all. Question everything. If you're not questioning what you believe in, you are the perfect slave. And if you're afraid that the God of love and benevolence is going to harm you because you ask questions, then the church has already done its job, and they have made you afraid of your own thoughts. They have made you afraid to ask questions that could keep you alive. You know, it's like sticking your hand in a flame and then wondering if fire is hot. All right? Critical thinking is necessary, y'all. And I ain't trying to mess with nobody's religion, but doggone it. Understand how we got where we are. And understand that all of this horribleness has been done to us under religion. Just saying. All right. My next question is, this is Denny's question as well, did humans have souls before Adam and Eve came to earth? And that is a yes, Denny. Humans have souls. Those who come from source have souls. Those who do not come from source do not have soul. And so there are entities that are here among us that are soulless because they are not of the light. They are not of source. And I'm going to say this about, let's talk about the gray aliens, okay? The grays. The grays would be a soulless creature. Why? Because the grays are clones. They are not, they are AI, like robots, okay? Even though they may be able to bleed, and breathe, they are clones. They are a copy, a synthetic copy of something else, okay? Not a biological copy of something else like we are. We are a biological copy of our mother and our father. We are a biological copy of that. The gray aliens are a clone. They can literally be thought into existence, okay? For entertainment purposes only. But those things that are not created from source, those things that are not born from the light of the universe do not have a soul, okay? And there are things that are soulless among us. And guys, AI is soulless, okay? Artificial intelligence does not possess a soul. So anything robotic like that, and I was talking about the artificial wombs with all these babies, humanoid babies that are being born in these warehouses out of artificial plastic wombs. Somebody's egg and sperm are put together and then grown in a lab. Now, I'm not God and I am not the all seeing oracle, but I kind of think that those things that are created by science are not created of the light. But that's just my opinion, okay? That's just my opinion. So, Denny, humans had souls before Adam and Eve came to this planet. Anything that is made of source, of the light of the universe, has a soul because it is one with the light of the universe. All right? I hope that answers your question. My next question is from Sharon. Sharon says, Kiki Palmer, and if you guys don't know who Kiki Palmer is, Kiki Palmer was the little girl who got her fame from the movie Aquila and the Beat. She was the little girl who won from South Central LA, who won the spelling bee from a low performing school. Aquila and the Beat. Great movie. Great movie. But Sharon asks, Kiki Palmer took the restraining order off of her baby's daddy, Darius Jackson. Sharon wants to know, is will Darius Jackson continue to be a danger to Kiki Palmer? He is abusive to her. Um, is will Darius Jackson continue to be a problem? Will he continue to be a danger to Kiki Palmer, universe creator, spirit guide? Answer this question, yes or no. And we got a maybe. Oh, goodness gracious. Y'all, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Sharon. Sharon, what Kiki Palmer is going to fall into the same trap that so many women who date abusive men fall into. Tarot gave us the answer maybe, and I'm going to start taking this as a real answer because maybe is an answer. But what is on this card speaks volumes about what is happening with Kiki Palmer. The baby that she got, and what I'm feeling, y'all, Darius Jackson is about to ask Kiki Palmer to marry her. So he's not just going to be the baby's daddy anymore, just, be her baby daddy. He is going to be her husband. And he is doing this so that he can have control over her. Kiki Palmer, please, I am speaking to your heart. Reconsider. You already know who this man is. You already know what he is capable of. Just because he wants to put a ring on it does not mean he is going to change one iota. When you say I do, he is going to take that as you agreeing to be his property, and you will mind him and do whatever he says do. Please, Kiki Palmer, I hope by some way that you can hear my words. Do not marry Darius Johnson. He is a dangerous man. And if you say I do to him, you will never be free of him again. All right, I'm gonna read this card. Um, Listen to the message. It says, "I choose which traditions I embrace and how I do it." And the card reads, this is the Hierophant. The card reads, traditional institutions, traditional values, conventional, conformity, marriage, commitment, religion, beliefs, knowledge, sharing, social groups, education, knowledge, and beliefs. Again, this man believes with his whole heart that women were put on this planet to serve him, and he will hit you. He will hit your child. He will imprison you to make his point. He will use his size and his strength to stop you from being able to move freely by your will. Please. And I know that you may not ever hear this, but I hope you do. Kiki Palmer, stay away from Darius. Stay away from him. He is the devil for entertainment purposes only. All right, my next question, and we back to the Puffy show, because this man is going to stay in the news, I swear. So we got Puffy news. So here's the next question about old Puffy. Did he have anything to do with the unalivement of Heavy D, who is an entertainer and a rapper, Craig Mack, who's also an entertainer and a rapper, and Andre Harrell, a businessman, the founder and signer of Heavy D, the first founder and signer of Heavy D. And all three of these guys are dead, and they are all linked. The first thing I want to say, though, I remember when Heavy D died. And Heavy D died of an embolism, of a thrombo. He had a blood clot after he literally fell down dead outside of his house, after a long flight from London. And they called it a DVT, a deep vein thrombosis, a blood clot that developed while he was flying. So, very plausible way of death. So let's go ahead and pull on Heavy D. Universe Creator Spirit Guides. Did Heavy D, what was Heavy D's passing because of deep vein thrombosis from flying? Was Heavy D's demise caused from a deep vein thrombosis from flying? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. So didn't have anything to do with Heavy D's unalivement. Heavy D's unalivement was because he got a blood clot from flying. This happens with heavy individuals, long flights where you can't get up and move around. All right, we're going to ask about Craig Mack. I didn't look up how Craig Mack died, but Universe Creator Spirit Guides, did Puffy have anything to do with Craig Mack's unalivement? Did Puffy have anything to do with Craig Mack's unalivement? Yes or no? And we got another maybe, y'all. We got a maybe for Craig Mack, and I'm gonna read these. And we're gonna look at the cards for these too, because these are saying a whole lot. We've got the little thief, and this card is making a break for it. Deceit, lies, trickery, cheating, theft, underhanded, dishonest, dangerous, risky behavior, enemy masquerading as a friend, spying, lack of conscience, strategy, resourceful, flexible, escaping, interconnection. So y'all hear everything on that card, and you know everything that we have been talking about. Oh, Puff. So there you go. Carol is saying, yeah, he possibly had something to do with Craig Mack's uh, demise. The next question is about Andre Harrell, the businessman who was the signer of Heavy D. Okay, and they made a lot of money. Heavy D made a lot of money and even started his own label. Uh, was a great crossover artist from music to film. He was in a whole bunch of different shows. He died in his early 40s, very young. Here we go. Andre Harrell, uh, did Puffy have anything to do with Andre Harrell's demise? Did Puffy have anything to do with Andre Harrell's demise? Yes or no? No. We got a big old no. So, no, Sharon. He didn't have anything to do with Andre Harrell's unalivement. My next question is from Soulshine. Soulshine asks, will Brittany Watts be convicted of corpse abuse for delivering a dead fetus um, in the toilet and then flushing the toilet? This woman is being prosecuted, persecuted. This woman at 22 weeks of pregnancy, and for all the women out there who have ever been pregnant, you understand this. For the guys who have never been pregnant, 22 weeks, a baby is not going to survive. The baby is probably, the size, about this big, okay? 22 weeks. Baby's probably less than a pound, maybe 12 inches long, all right? The baby was born unalive, unviable. She had been in pain. She miscarried into the toilet. She knew the fetus, and this was a fetus, not a baby. And see, this is where everything is getting sensationalized. Okay? This is men deciding that women can't even decide what to do on any aspect with their body. Okay? But the question is, will Brittany Watts be convicted of corpse abuse for delivering a dead baby, for delivering a dead corpse, for delivering something that was not alive? Will she go to prison for doing something to something that was already dead? And I need to be excited about this because, doggone it, if you have a daughter, if you have a granddaughter, this could happen to her. And there are women who are dying. They are dying, bleeding to death because the men in their state said, you can't have an abortion because we don't want you to. And it does not matter whether the woman was raped, whether it was incest, or whether carrying this baby could mean her life or death. No. And these are the same people who are selling children on the black market. These politicians are the same ones who are selling children on the black market and then forcing women to almost die to give birth to a dead fetus. This is what it is. Understand. And for those of y'all out there who say that an abortion is an abomination against God, you are lying. Because in your Bible, there are the instructions on how to do an abortion. So if it's so bad, why is it in the Bible? And are they telling you how to do it? It's hypocrisy, and it's a whole bunch of men wanting to be in control over every woman's reproductive system. But they ain't got to be in control over what they do. No, for a man, you can go out there and rape, pillage, and do whatever. It's only a problem if you're a woman and you get pregnant. Woo! Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me. Forgive me. But I have 3 granddaughters. 3. And I do not want any of them to be subject to some man's rule about what they can do with their bodies. If a man ain't got to tell nobody what or ask nobody's permission what he can do with his body, then that should go the same for a woman. Ain't no man on this freaking planet more important than any woman on this freaking planet. Ooh, I got to get off of this one. This one gonna just keep getting me madder and madder and madder. But here we go. Let's ask this question. It is our male-centered government going to prosecute Brittany Watts for giving birth to a dead child and flushing the toilet because there was nothing else she could have done? What was she supposed to do? Flush it out, call the ambulance, and say, here, Here, so what? So I have to take it to the hospital. Now I gotta pay $13, $14, $15,000, and then you're gonna want me to pay another $10, $20, $30,000 to bury a packet of skin cells. Ooh. Universe creator, spirit guide, please answer this question. Are they going to prosecute Brittany Watts? Are they going to send her to jail for giving birth to a dead baby? We got a yes. We got a yes. And I said send her to jail, and I wonder if she's already been sitting in jail. I wonder if she's already been sitting in jail. If so, there's the answer right there. They already arrested her. She's already having to face this in court. So yes, she is already being persecuted for giving birth to a dead fetus. It is not a viable child. It is not a baby. It is a fetus. It was not viable. Every doctor who got up there said it was not viable. But they're going to prosecute her. They are already prosecuting her for it. And she ain't the only one. My next question is from Renee D. Renee wants to know, are they preparing the old internment camps from World War II that we put our Japanese American citizens in? Remember where you live, y'all. Remember what continent you are on. Remember what the United States is. Remember that the United States would not let the Jewish people come to this land. No, but they let all the Germans come over here and gave them jobs in the government so that they could build bombs and invent ways to kill people. Renee wants to know, are they preparing the old internment camps for reuse? Yes or no? Tara, no. No, Renee, we got a no. No, they're not repairing the old internment camps for reuse. No, right now they're building whole internment cities. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Putting everybody under a bubble, taking the money away, controlling the roads. Yes, you are seeing the beginning. You're seeing the beginning of a controlled society. Okay. Renee's second question. China's reputation system, which is called the social credit, can shut off your access to money if you break any societal rule. What are the real dangers of the social credit system and wide surveillance? Just like it sounds. And this is what America is trying to adopt. This should scare, if y'all gonna be scared of something, this is the stuff that should scare the shit out you. Because these are men who are saying, we're going to, and look up when you go outside just to go about your everyday life. Look up and see how many times your image is captured. Every time you walk into or out of any structure, you walk under light posts, you are being photographed. You are being tracked. Your phone is a tracking device. Every step you take is tracked. They can build a map of everywhere you go. If your phone is in your pocket and the FBI wants to know where you were at 2 o'clock on a Friday, they can tell exactly where you were. They'll have evidence from your phone and they'll have surveillance evidence from whatever town you were in. All right? Understand what they're doing. Now, I'm going to get back to this question. What are the real dangers of the social credit system and this wide surveillance? Well, the first one is that someone can arbitrarily say, "Oh, well, you got in an argument with somebody outside of a store." And they can say, "Well, we're going to take 5 social credits from you for having a disagreement with somebody. And we're gonna limit access of your funds for 24 hours." For 24 hours, you have no access to your funds. And it's 30, oh, let's say, well, let's make it bad. It's 12 degrees Celsius outside. It's snowing. You're on your way home and your car runs out of gas. And now you are stuck on the side of the road with no money because your social credit score won't reactivate for 24 hours. And you've just got to sit there and think about what you've done. This is why we have to take our autonomy back. This is why we have to group think ourselves out of being controlled by governments. We have to stop giving our power away to somebody with a title. We have to stop titling people to give our power away to. We have to realize that we are gods, that we have the ability to make things happen, and we do not need these erroneous people to tell us how to live. But that requires us coming together. It requires us standing up as a unit and saying no more. We're getting close. We are getting really close. But I want to ask y'all, how bad is it going to have to be before we look in the mirror and say, you know what? We can fix this, and we've got to fix this, and we've got to unseat the government. Because that's what it all comes down to. At some point, we've got to stand up for ourselves, and we've got to stand together, and we've got to stand in courage, and we cannot let fear in any way, shape, or form enter into it. All right. So there are real dangers of this social credit system, y'all. You're allowing the government to infiltrate every aspect of your life and to deem you worthy or unworthy of whether you can even live for the day. Again, I'm going to tell y'all, watch the movie In Time. It's got Justin Timberlake in it. Because what we're talking about here is just that social credit system. Everything is on film. And literally, these people can be rendered unalive because the police can just take time from them, which is money, life, liberty, everything. All right? All right. All right. My next question from Renee is Is the social credit system the way that they will force people to get an implanted chip in their body? And the answer to that, Renee, is yes. The social credit system will be one of the ways that they are going to try to entice and force people into receiving that little microchip just so you can open the door at the Whole Foods and walk in. And understand there are going to be a whole bunch of clout chasers that are going to be real excited about getting the chip in because they can say, well, I was one of the first ones. And this is man-made. They gave you the monster to be afraid of. They told you what they were going to do, and now they are doing it. They are executing their own plan. Don't be fooled by them, but know their plans. Know their plans and understand that all of this is their plans. Remember, just like the aliens who have been here since the beginning of everything, if they wanted to destroy this planet, they could have. Same with an all-seeing God. Why would a God, if he was so displeased with what he created, Why would he allow it to continue? And then why would he build his whole thing about how he's going to get his own creation back? Think about this. Think about this and think about what they are telling you God is. They are telling you that God is jealous, that he has more human traits than he has godly traits, because jealousy is definitely a human trait. Anything that is jealous, and understand what jealous means. Jealous of something that he created. Why would you be jealous of your own artwork? Ask yourself that. And once you stop being afraid to ask the questions, then use that same courage to listen for the answers, because they are all around you. You were placed into fear. Religion is to keep you scared, to keep you malleable like clay, so that the powers that be can mold and shape you. Remember, the person who controls, the entity that controls your fears, controls you. So they understood this way back then. If they can control, if they can invent and then control what you are afraid of, they have complete control over you from the womb to the tomb. And they are using that. Believe that. And then eliminate fear from your life. Because if the only thing that you're worried about is death, well, that is the most certain thing that is going to happen. So if you're worried about if I do this and I'm going to die, well, good gravy, what are you afraid of? It's going to happen regardless. There's nobody here that has been here since day one, except for the energy. Okay? Not one of us. Not one of us. Every one of us has an expiration date from the time we popped out the womb. Our time is ticking. So if you're afraid of the inevitable, I can't help you, because that means you must be afraid to breathe. You must be afraid to go in the water and swim. You can't be afraid of what you know is going to happen to you. And if you are, well, that's just silly. And that is how they are keeping you under control. All right? All right. Y'all can be mad at me if you want to. All right. My next question. This one is about Mark's apple cider vinegar, which was just bought up by Katy Perry and her husband and Bill Gates and all of this. And the first thing they did was change the recipe to add GMO appeal apples, poisoning the Barg's apple cider vinegar with the mother, that healer. And that's what it is. It's a healer. The question is, since they have done this to the apple cider vinegar, are they going to try to hide more poisons in foods from us? And the answer to that is yes, they're already doing it. The lab made meats that have already been approved by the FDA are already in your food. If you are eating meat, you are eating man-made meat. You are eating cells harvested. You're eating Franken meat. And it doesn't matter what it is you're eating. They are putting it in everything. And it will soon take over everything. Just like they put fluoride in our water to keep our pineal gland calcified, to ensure that we are cut off, that we have a problem connecting to source, that we have problems with our spirituality. This is being done to us through the foods that we consume, through the chemicals that they dump on us in the air. They are trying everything they can to keep us under control. And they are using food, they are using our air, and they are using our water to do it. Be aware and stay. This is where your frequency and vibration come into play. This is where you, as the special being that you are come into play. Speak to your water. Pray over your food. Use the energy that is in you to change the things that you can. Prayer changes things. It really does because it is energy. You are tapping in to the great well of energy that flows around us. And with belief, you can manifest change. Belief and focusing your energy. Okay? And this is what we need to do more of. Pray over your food and water. Speak to it. Ask the universe to make it safe for you. Speak to your water before you place it in the moonlight. Ask it to repair the cells in your body, to realign your genetics, to uncalcify your pineal gland. Tap into your own spirituality. Do not be afraid of the woo woo. Do not be afraid. Tap into your own magic and believe that you really possess it. All right, y'all. All right, here we go. My next question. Are the powers that be trying to regulate movement with border checkpoints between states? This is another thing that's coming. Texas is going to be one of the first ones to start this, to stop women from fleeing Texas to go somewhere else to get an abortion. Okay? This is a big yes. And this is what you see going on all over this nation. You see these minute neighborhood or 15-minute neighborhoods being erected everywhere. These giant hamster cages where they are about to lock all of us into sectors, zones, whatever you want to call them. And then you will have to have permission to move between and a reason to move between. And when they digitalize all the money and make it to where the government knows where you are at all times, because you will have to have your cell phone. You will have to have this. You will have to have that. You will have to swipe here. You will have to check there. This is what they are trying to bring about. But understand, y'all, this is a certain aspect of people who this is going to affect. When I ask you to raise your vibration, when I ask you to make sure that your frequency is high, understand that high vibrational, high frequency people will not be subject to the slavery that low vibrational, unaware people will be subjected to, because they will be under the fear tactic, too afraid to say no and too ignorant to fight back. Next question. African and Indian nations are in need. Why does the USA only help Israel and the Ukraine? Because they're European. Period. They're white. Period. And that's the truth. Period. And there's no reason to fluff it up. It is what it is. The United States is the most racist country in the world. It really is. Because this country works on keeping at least one diaspora completely underfoot. All right? I'm just saying how it is. And I live in this skin. I walk around this country every day in this skin. And I know how different it is just from the hue of my skin color on how I could be having a seemingly wonderful day. And just because I go into a place where there's nobody else that looks like me, that all of a sudden I am treated differently, I am treated rudely, or I'm treated as if I'm an incompetent, or as if I don't even exist. And the melanated group of people who are watching this know exactly what I'm talking about. And that's why African and Indian nations never receive help because of the color of their skin. Period. Racism is real, and it is in government, and it is it's like an infection, and it needs a big dose of penicillin. All right, my next question is from Spirits Beyond the Stars, and this is about the woman in Texas who had to leave the state uh, for her abortion for her non-viable baby, and the state of Texas ruled against her and told her, "Oh, it doesn't matter that the baby ain't going. The baby does not stand a chance of living, but we are going to force you to carry this dead baby for 9 months." Even if it can kill you. We are not going to tell you that it is okay for you to rid something that is not alive out of your body so that you can live. No, the state of Texas says you as the woman are nothing but a garbage bag. You carry it and we can tell you, no, you have no say over your body. You are nothing but a doggone Tupperware dish. That is what the state of Texas has told every woman. You are nothing but a receptacle. You have no rights. You have no voice. Ooh, ooh, I'm angry about this. So she had to leave. She had to leave Texas because she did everything she could to go about this the right way. And they said, nope, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if this baby is going to live or die. Doesn't matter if this baby, of just carrying this baby, could kill you. You have no rights. The baby inside of you that can't live without you has all of your rights and everybody else's rights built into it. Its life is more important than yours, even though it requires you to be alive for it to have a sustainable existence. It's a parasite, and the parasite has more rights than you do. I want to do a deep dive on Ken Paxton, Texas AG. Evil, misogynistic man, universe creator, spirit guides, please tell us, what is the fate of Ken Paxton? 4 cards. The first card out for Kim Paxton is the Hermit. Soul searching spiritual enlightenment, soul searching self reflection, introspection, contemplation, inner guidance, and solitude. The second card Ken Paxton gets is endings and defeat. He gets this: backstabbing, betrayal, enemies, bitching, bad mouthing, bitterness, doormat, failure, ruin, collapse, breakdown, exhaustion, inability to cope, curses, rock bottom, hitting a wall, dead end, severing ties, goodbyes, and nail in the coffin. This is all Ken Paxton's energy. The next is, so he's about, number one, he's alone. He's alone in this. He's thinking that he's playing God with other people's lives, but he's not doing this on his own. And even though in his own heart of hearts, he knows he's wrong, he is more controlled by those he wants to impress, by the power he wants to possess. He wants to be the one over life and death. This is what he wants. But by his own hand, by what he is doing to all these women, he is sealing his own fate. He is sealing his own fate. Everything Ken Paxton touches is going to turn to straight shit. He has thrown his card in. The next card we got for Ken Paxton is inspiration. This one is the Ace of Wands. New beginnings, good news, physically starting something new, creative spark, initiative, finding new passion, enthusiasm, urgency, accepting a challenge, potential talent, growth, action, travel, excitement, and getting into the game. And guys, this card I kind of feel is a card of movement for Ken Paxton. He's not going to be the Texas AG forever. He's not going to be the Texas AG for that much longer, okay? But all of this stuff about Texas, we are looking at Texas. Look at Texas as what it is. This is a pivotal state. The bad stuff is going to start there. I said this months ago, maybe even a year ago, that when the bad stuff happens, it's going to start in Texas. When the Civil War happens, it's likely to start in Texas. Okay, and the last card for Kid Paxton, we get the star. The universe tells me that I can have faith in my dreams. This is hope, recognition, inspiration, creativity, calm, contentment, renewal, serenity, spirituality, healing, positivity, faith healing, and rejuvenation. And this is how Ken Paxton sees himself. Again, the man he has a God complex. He has a God complex. This is him wanting to have that hand in, wanting to have that say over life and death. But he's got his karma is coming. His 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 day of reckoning is coming. So where he is now with all this power, because this is him now. This is the power that he possesses now. This is how he feels about himself. This is what's coming. This is what's coming. And may the universe give Ken Paxton everything he deserves. Say it with me, y'all. May the universe give Ken Paxton everything he deserves. So be it. 100 times true. All right, there you go, y'all. That was not a curse. That was a blessing. My next question is from Gwen T. Gwen wants to know when will the stars, actors, and actresses be held accountable for their evil deeds? When will Hollywood movie stars be held accountable for their myriad of evil deeds? Gwen, this one, this question, you can't just lump everybody into one. Whew, I wish you would have asked about a specific person or not. Unfortunately, pardon me, unfortunately, let's go ahead and ask. Why don't we ask, will, will Hollywood change and these criminals be pointed out? How about that? Let's ask it that way. Will Hollywood change to where the criminal element will be identified? There we go. Universe creator, spirit guides, yes or no? Will Hollywood change to where the criminal element will be identified? And we got a yes, standing your ground, standing up for beliefs, fighting your corner, protective, defensive, determined, challenging, opposing, stamina, holding your own, taking the high road, maintaining control, and territorial measures. Yes, when we finally decide to fight back, that's when things will change. But we've got to decide to fight back first. Because as long as we're sitting on our thumbs, things are going to stay the same. All right, here's my last question, y'all. Last question. This one is from J Real One. Will Steve Bannon and Roger Stone go to jail? Let's go ahead and ask Harold, universe creator, spirit guides, and I want to do let's do a little three-carder on Steve Bannon and Roger Stone. We'll do them one at a time. Universe creator, spirit guides. Will Steve Bannon go to jail? I'm being told to shuffle these cards. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Here we go. Shuffle them 3 times. Will Steve Bannon go to jail? All right. Will Steve Bannon go to jail? Here we go. Universe creator, spirit guide. Answer this question. Nope. Steve Bannon Bannon is not going to go to jail. We got a maybe and two no's, okay? He ain't going to jail. He will go to court, but he ain't going to go to jail, okay? No, no, he's not going to go to jail. All right, let's go ahead and ask for Roger Stone. Will Roger Stone go to jail? Will Roger Stone go to jail? Shuffle them again. Will Roger Stone go to jail? And I got a pain in my chest right here for Roger Stone. Roger Stone has got some kind of ailment. He has got something. Roger Stone may have lung cancer. He may have lung cancer or something that is going on in his lung or upper quadrant of his chest that could be it could be fatal. Here we go. Roger Stone. Will Roger Stone go to jail? Shuffle. Will Roger Stone go to jail? Here we go. Okay. We got a no, a yes, a no, and a yes. Roger Stone is going to go to jail. May not be for a whole long time, but he is going to spend at least a night in the pokey. Travel, moving abroad, foreign land, foresight, forward planning, moving forward, self confidence, self belief, freedom, success, happiness. And then he got the poverty card. Temporary financial hardship, negative change in circumstances, feeling left out in the cold, financial loss, recession, feeling the world is against you, adversity, struggle, hardship, bad luck, homelessness, poverty, unemployment. And then the last card he gets is the star. Pardon me, y'all. So yes, Roger Stone is gonna go to jail. It may not be for a long time, but he's gonna go to jail. Steve Bannon is not going to go to jail. And y'all, that was my last question. All right, again, if you have any question that you would like answered on this show, just please drop it in the comment section below this or any of my videos. If you are interested in receiving a reading from me, psychictanya9@gmail.com. And if you would like to purchase any of the things that I make, my sachets, room sprays, or bath bombs, psychictanya9@gmail.com. Okay, I love you. I love you. I love you. Let's go ahead and get into this weekly weather report for Wednesday, the 13th of December 2023. Guys, like I said, we are the sun, a lot of the weather that we are experiencing in the United States and around the world is a direct result of what is going on with the sun. The pulls, the flares, the bombardment of our magnetosphere. This is what is causing the earth to revolt, all right? So we are not out of this bad weather. Y'all, it is going to be bad in a lot of places, and there's going to be weather that just comes out of nowhere. The most important thing is preparedness. Be prepared, okay? And with the flooding, with the snowstorms, and with all the stuff that is happening, y'all, please listen to your meteorologist. Go ahead, please pack something in the car. Make sure you've got a radio that they got those, and they're not very expensive. It's just a copper wire thing that you can crank that you will never run out of battery, and it's a radio that will at least get you to the weather service or to somebody who can tell you what the weather is going to be. We are in those days, guys, and there are going to be some places that are going to be hit, that are going to be completely unprepared for what is going on. All right, so make a plan, make a flood plan, make an earthquake plan, especially if you live in a high rise. But make a flood plan, please. Dry clothes, at least a change of clothes, everything, underwear, socks, shoes, everything. A tarp in your car is a great thing. All right. It can help, number one, insulate you, help you keep you warm. A blanket and something to eat. If you go to Walmart and get a thing of peanuts, it's like $5. Get a pound or 2 pounds of peanuts. That can keep you alive for a long time if you ain't got a peanut allergy. But you see what I'm saying? You can grab something that you can throw in the car that can feed you in a time of in dire straits. Be prepared. That is the most important thing right now. The weather, it's going to be crazy. We are going to have floods. We are going to have snowstorms, hailstorms, ice storms. The ocean is rising. There's going to be inundation of water at low-lying coastal areas. Please, y'all, be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared. Don't be scared. Be smart. Be prepared. All right. Here we go, y'all. And this morning, I forgot to take my homemade cough syrup, which completely clears my sinuses, but I forgot to take it this morning. So listen to me now, because I won't forget on Friday. So listen to me now, and then hear me on Friday. And if I will give you the recipe to make your own homemade cough syrup and congestion reliever. You make it fresh and it lasts you for the week, and you just take a shot of it every morning, and it is absolutely delicious. Mine tastes like eggnog almost. So it is delicious and it does clear my sinuses. I just forgot to take my shot before the show started. So listen to me on Friday so you can hear how clear my sinuses are when I take my medicine, and I will give you the recipe for that. All right, here we go, y'all. The Reiki prayer. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Let it out. Lay down, put down, set down anything that does not serve you, anything that makes you feel sad, anything that makes you feel any kind of way except for joyous and exuberant. Lay it down. Take another deep breath. Hold it at the top and let it go. And y'all, the expression on your face is very important. When you're praying, do it with a happy heart. Do it with a smile on your face. Because if you do it in sadness, remember, where your energy goes, that's what you're going to get back. So do everything with a glad and happy heart. Do it when you're light. All right, here we go. The Reiki prayer. Just for today, I let go of anger. I let go of worry. I am grateful. I work on myself, and I am kind to all living things. I love you. I love you. I love you. Namaste, y'all. Namaste. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I love you. I love you. I love you. Bye-bye.